decided to take a break here from all the sun, the fun, the surf, and the basketball, and visit with Howie Landa, assistant basketball coach, your first year here with the Rebels. Howie, tell me what you think of this team through the games that we've seen here at the Maui Classic so far, the tough loss to Oklahoma, and the excitement of beating DePaul so far.
Well, again, we beat a great team in beating DePaul, and we were really pleased on the overall effort in both games by our kids. Of course, last night you hate to lose, but sometimes a loss helps you. And we really think that this loss helped us in many ways. We're young, inexperienced, and it's just like Coach Tarkanian and I thought and talked about, that down the line it's going to really help us.
What do you see, Howie, as some of the strong points on this team so far? You've got to be pleased with the guard play, the inside play, the big men so far, but they've gotten in some foul trouble early that's caused some real scrambling on the bench for substitutions.
You know, in our first two games, we played most of the way with our starters, and the thing is, nobody was in foul trouble. Then you come out here, and of course, like you said, it's being called a little different, a little tighter, and it caused us a lot of troubles. But the big and the most surprising thing, and I guess the most helpful, is that our subs are doing a good job for us.
Keith James so far this year seems like he's doing a good job off the bench. You want him for instant offense, and he's providing.
Well, Keith James comes in the game, and he's cocky and really helps you, because there's not too many kids in the entire United States that can come off the bench and play the way he plays.
People across the nation are joining in the praise of this year's Rebel basketball team. 16 pro scouts were at the Maui Classic. One of those, a familiar face from Los Angeles, Jerry West, talked about this year's Runnin' Rebel team.
Well, they have a lot of young kids out here. I'm really impressed with their ball club, and they've got more than one player that would be a potential NBA player, but they work so hard, it's scary.
Is the work ethic something you look very closely at in scouting for NBA teams?
Well, I think every time you see a Jerry Tarkanian team, that's exactly what you're going to see. I talked to him before the game today, and he told me, he said, this is a great group of guys. They really play hard, and they're also talented. So this is going to be one of his better teams, I think, toward the end of the year.
How about some names of players so far that you've been impressed with in this first half?
Well, the Anthony kid is going to be a tremendous player, and I guess you pronounce it Ackles or Ackles. He is really a quick jumper in there, and I thought the Jones kid played very well. Ogman didn't play very much, was in foul trouble the first half, but they are really talented, and you have to be impressed with this team.
Another guy who knows a bit about basketball, Ray Meyer, head coach at DePaul for 42 years, is also very impressed with the Rebels.
In my column, it came out today in Chicago, I picked UNLV #1.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Now, why? What were some of the reasons behind that?
Well, he's got a great nucleus coming back, and Anthony's got super guys, and Rossman and Ogman. He's got Ackles. They got talent going down the line. They're proven ball players. They've been in tournaments. They've done well. And Jerry Tarkanian is a very vastly underrated coach. People that say that they just run and shoot, that's not true. He uses his defense to score points. And that's where he gets all that running reputation. And that's why I'm afraid of the DePaul game with one kid playing guard who played a limited action last year, and another one is just starting. They could disrupt them and kind of demoralize them right at the beginning. If that happens, then it would be a rout. You know, people say, well, you can hold the score down by coming down on offense. That doesn't bother Jerry as much as he makes you make turnovers when he picks you up all over the court. And that's when they start to run up the score. It kind of scares me. They're a good ball club.
And now for the real experts, the fans. Now, granted, they may be a little under the influence of shark bait at times, but they have their opinion, too.
The Rebels are the best, #1 team in the nation. We're going to keep winning and winning and winning. I might have jinxed him just now. I got to take that back. Retract.
You can't now.
All right,
you can't now. It's on tape.
Okay, the weather's good, but the Rebels are #1.
I think they're overrated early on. I think the talent's there. I think at the end of the year they will earn the rating that they've got and deserve it.
Are you excited to be over here in Maui with
I tell you what, I came from Washington D.C. today. I got up at 12:15 Hawaii time. I had to work to Minneapolis and I rode. I got here at 5:30.
I think the crowd's been great because it's mostly 3/4 UNLV, and of course, I really think Moses Curry has really helped us on the board, but on the free throw line, he's been a little shaky, but I think we're playing great defense, and I think this is just the greatest defensive team we've had at UNLV since I've been in a UNLV game in 1964.
You say Rebels? No, not Aloha. Rebels. What do you say? What do you say? Okay, that's close enough.
I just bought a new car. I did a lot of reading and a lot of research. I decided on a Honda. I like what the automotive magazines had to say about it, and that it ranked highly in the J.D. Power report. But what really sold me is what the Blue Book says. No other car in America has a higher resale value, period. None. The more you know, the easier the choice. The choice is Honda. I bought mine from the lowest priced Honda dealer in America, Falcone's Tropicana Honda.
There may be one in your house, a room you dare not let anyone enter because of the floor, hideous and worn out.
At the Carpet Barn, we've got Congolium, no-wax seamless in colors and styles for every decor, and it's easy to install as 1, 2, 3.
So turn a hideous nightmare into a beautiful new room with Congolium.
Santa doesn't wake up soon, we'll miss Christmas!
Well, since Santa sleeps on an American waterbed, we're helping out with some of our lowest prices ever. Christmas chaos. The guaranteed lowest prices in Nevada on our huge selection. The Juniper waterbed, just $129. The San Juan or the Phoenix, $199. Kids race car waterbeds, $299. Even special prices on all accessories. Plus, buy American with no payments or interest for 6 months. Right now at the leader American Waterbeds.
Your Southern Nevada Chevrolet dealers announce special news to car buyers. $1,900 savings on America's favorite personal coupe, the sporty, sophisticated Beretta. And special savings on Chevrolet's Family Car of the Year for families with young children, the Corsica, now with $1,500 savings. Visit your Southern Nevada Chevrolet dealer now. Take advantage of these very special Chevrolet factory rebates on Beretta and Corsica. Fletcher Jones Chevrolet, 444 South Decatur, and Fairway Chevrolet, 3100 East Sahara.
You know, they have a saying over here on Maui that goes, Maui no ka oi, which means Maui is the best. Will the Runnin' Rebels be the best? Well, only time will tell on that, but surely they have the potential to be. This is a great basketball team. They have strong inside play. Their guard play is very good. A few things they need to work on. Well, their big men are getting in foul trouble too often, and they need to work on their pressure defense. That will improve as the season goes on. The next tough Rebel opponent will be on December 10th when they travel to Arizona. We'll get a better indication of how good this team may be when they take on the Wildcats down there. I want to thank you for joining us here and say Aloha Rebels from the island of Maui.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drinks melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take it to Bermuda.
I'm Carl Piazza. I hope you're having a happy holiday season. It's a time for celebrating and cheer. But sometimes cheer turns to grief. Someone celebrates too much, causes an accident, injuring you or your loved ones. If this should happen, we are here to help, and there is no fee unless you collect. My staff and I wish you and your family safe and happy holidays and a fine 1989.
The great December Deal-a-thon is going on now. All Fletcher Jones dealerships in Las Vegas will be selling out their entire 89 car and truck inventories. We must sell off 2,000 vehicles by the end of the month. Huge savings on every model and make we sell from all 8 Fletcher Jones dealerships, new and used. Complete price concessions have been marked. All factory incentives, discounts, and rebates will be enforced.
If you act now, you can receive a free Hawaiian vacation just for a test drive.
December Deal-a-thon going on now at all 8 Fletcher Jones dealerships.
An earthquake rumbles under the Rose Bowl. The story at 11 o'clock.